Okay, we're continuing on with the Tortured Poets department. I printed it out. You'll have it at the split screen. Let's get into it. I'm really excited. I'm a poet, and I get offended sometimes. So let's see if there's anything offensive. But I don't think so. So far, she's only called me out on the fact that I want a typewriter, which I do. I would love a typewriter. I would love a lot of typewriters and to be in a cabin. But not forever. I am a city person, but the experience of getting to just be like with words and my mind and nothing else does kind of sound appealing. Okay, let's get into The Alchemy. Oh, this is part 4. So if you've not watched part 1, 2, 3, go check those out and then come back. There's a playlist. It's called Poet Reacts, and it's been to her newest album and now this album. I'm going piece by piece because it's a long album. It's like 3 albums in one, if not more. Well, it's 2 albums, but it's like 30 something songs, which is insanity. Okay. The Alchemy. This happens once every few lifetimes. The chemicals hit like white wine. I don't drink, so I don't get this metaphor, but I'm assuming it's good. Do you feel different on white wine and red wine? Is there a different feeling? Let me know, please, in the comments if you feel different. But there must be. Or does it just taste different? Let me know. What if I told you I'm back? The hospital was a drag, worst sleep that I ever had. I wonder if she means actual hospital or if she means like sadness, because you don't usually tend to sleep well when you're sad. I circled you on a map. I haven't come around in so long, but I'm coming so strong. I'm coming back so strong. So when I touch down, call the amateurs, cut him from the team, ditch the clowns, get the crown, baby, I'm the one to beat. Not her finest moment, but there's some things that are not like poetic at all, but they make sense in the song. And there is, like, she still has to sing this shit, so it makes sense. Causing the sign on your heart. Said it's reversed for me. Honestly, who are we to fight the alchemy? I should have looked up the definition of alchemy. Let me look it up now. Alright, so the word definition of alchemy is the medieval forerunner of chemistry based on the supposed transformation of matter. It concerned particularly with attempts to convert base metals into gold to find a universal elixir. Base metal into gold, turning moments into golden moments. Oh my god. Okay, I'm not talking to you, computer. Can you just like chill? I hate when they do that. It doesn't happen often, but I'm like, only speak when spoken to. Okay, it's creepy if you just speak on your own. I don't know how people have Alexa. That's so scary. It's so scary, the idea that it can listen to me anytime. I think it's insane. It's insane that you can have Alexa or anything that listens to you all the time. Anyways. That is a really beautiful metaphor. The word itself is a metaphor. We usually have to weave it into something to make it a metaphor, but the word itself, wow. A seemingly magical process of transforming creation or combination. This is a really cool word. Alchemy. Okay, let's continue. Hey you. What if I told you you were cool? That child plays back in school is forgiven under my rule. I haven't come around in so long, but I'm making a comeback to where I belong. So okay, this is the chorus again. These blokes warm the benches. We've been on a winning streak. He jokes that it's heroin, but this time with an E. Heroin. Oh, like not heroin like the drug, but like a hero, but the female version of it. So that's really cute. That's really, really cute. All right, let's get back to it. Because the sign on your heart said it's reversed for me. Honestly, who are we to fight the alchemy? It's beautiful. These blokes warm the benches. No, they were warming the benches. I read from the wrong place. Shirts off, okay. And your friends lift you up over their head, beer sticking the floor, beer chanting, they said. There was no chance trying to be the greatest in the league. Where's the trophy? He just comes running to me. That's cute. This is more of like fiction than poetry, I would say. It's actually probably happened. I'm not saying it's made up, but more the way of writing of picturing something, which is good. You need an explanation. You can't just be like, the team? Which team? Where was the team? Like, sometimes the song, they won't explain enough, and you're like, why are you mad at them? What happened? Like, they're just mad, and they didn't explain any backstory, and you're like, I get being mad, I just don't know what's happening. Like, so you always know exactly what is happening with her. Touchdown, call the amateurs, that's again the chorus. These blokes swarm the benches, that's again the chorus. This is quite repetitive. I think there was a lack of intensity with the lyrics, which is nice. You need balance. But the alchemy, the metaphor, and the word itself, chef's kiss. This happens once every few lifetimes. These chemicals hit like white wine. Oh, like the combination of drinking and them meeting each other and maybe having a little less inhibition ended up being like forming gold. That is beautiful. I did like that. I don't have much feedback though. Not feedback, but whatever. Let's get into the next one. I didn't sit down. It's late and I'm tired. I don't know where it's like. I need to do the standing up. Anyways, let's sit down and continue to debrief about this album. What? Clara Bow is the next one. Let's get into it. You look like Clara Bow in this light. Remarkable. All your life, did you know you'd be picked like a rose? I think rose is interesting because roses have like thorns. And so when you pick a rose like that, I would imagine, you end up being hurt, but you like the look of it. I'm not gonna try to exaggerate, but I think I might die if it happened. Die if it happened to me. No one in my small town thought I'd see the lights of Manhattan. This town is fake, but you're the real thing. Breathe. A breath of fresh air through smoke rings. Ooh. Breath of fresh air through smoke rings. Oh, but that is, there's certain metaphors that are not just like feeling great, like you're like, oh, I'm so glad you said that, but there's certain metaphors, you just see it. It's like so crisp, the picture and the feeling with it. That's one of those. Take the glory, give everything, promise to be dazzling. You look like Stevie Nicks in 75, the hair and the lips, crown goes wild after her fingertips, half moonshine, a full eclipse. That's interesting. This is the first metaphor she's had. I don't know what that means. I don't know, but I also don't know what an eclipse is. Yes, go ahead, judge me. I don't know what an eclipse is. Let's see what an eclipse is. Eclipse definition. An obscuring of the light from an... Okay, I'm going to take a picture. I'm going to look at the pictures. Ooh. Okay, cool. That's interesting. I don't know what that means. Oh, sorry. You're like, can you share this information with us? I'll show you the picture. My bad, guys. So this is solar eclipse. Let me. Do you see? Right. Gotta turn down the light a little bit. That's a solar eclipse. So it's just a covering of the sun and the moon at the same time, something like that. It's interesting. I don't know what that means. I think it's the first one though, because that's the one that is like half moon, full eclipse. But it's a partial. Like the darkness of the moon. So it's a half a moon, but it is a full eclipse because the other person's the other half, or the darkness of the limelight is the other half. That would be interesting if that's what she meant. I'm not trying to exaggerate, but I think I might die if I made it. No one in my small town thought I'd see the sweets in LA. They all want to say, this town is fake, but you're the real thing. Take the glory, give everything. Promise to be dazzling. What does dazzling mean? I try to have a good vocabulary, but sometimes. Dazzling definition. In my defense, my third language is English. Extremely bright. Okay, shiny. Try to be shiny. It's interesting because there's certain words that mean the exact same thing, like shiny and dazzling, but there's an elegance to some of them. Shiny feels not elegant. The crown is stained, but you're the real queen. Ooh, like the profession you're doing is stained. There's this real darkness to show business, which she explores also in the other album that I covered, the newest one, The Life of a Showgirl. There's this real darkness to that era and to that profession. But there is the light within the people who are in the profession, like Marilyn Monroe. I mean, Marilyn Monroe is such an interesting case study. She's not actually physically a case study, but like so interesting because so many things she did wrong, and then so many things that the world did wrong to her. It's like this. It's interesting. But you're the real queen, flesh and blood amongst war machines. You're the new god we're worshipping, promised to be dazzling. Beauty is a beast that roars. Ooh, that's a good twist on Beauty and the Beast. Down on all fours, demanding more, only when your girlish glow flickers just Do they let you know? It's hell on earth to be heavenly. Oh, like dieting. Like that reminds me of the song Pretty Hurts, and the concept of this like real ugliness in things that look nice, not just physically. Yes, the song is meant about physical appearance, but I think it can go so much deeper than that as well. There's this real ugliness in ambition that takes over, and workaholism, and a lot of things we glorify have a real sad underbelly that we're not allowed to talk about. And the people who are facing that can't really talk about. There's this like pride and ego to success that you can't talk about the difficulties of it. And not an issue I'm having yet. But it is interesting. The breaks, they don't come gently. And that's the thing with feelings. Your worst moment in this year is still your worst moment in this year. It doesn't matter what it is. I mean, it does, but it doesn't. You still feel it the same. And that's almost the shame of feelings, is you feel it. It doesn't matter how bad it actually objectively is. The feeling is there, and it's probably the exact same with someone feeling something much worse. And there's a validity in that, but there's also an underlying feeling of it not being valid when you compare feelings. That's why you should never compare feelings. In this light, we're loving it. You got edge, she never did. The future bright, dazzling. You got edge, she never did. I think Taylor Swift has a lot of edge poetically, and the way she writes. You generally never have the feeling of, oh, she's just too shy to write about this or to call this person out. Sure, she doesn't wear like leather pants and she's not like twerking on stage, but I think she has a different type of edge that I actually find far more intriguing and interesting. Let's talk about the Black Dog. I am someone who, until recent events, you shared your secrets with. Ooh, okay, that's a good way to describe the drifting apart with someone, where it's not like you don't talk anymore, nothing big happened, it's just nothing is happening. The feeling of nothing happening, the feeling of time passing and nothing happening, it's a nauseating feeling. Okay. And your location. Mm-hmm. And you forgot to turn it off. So I watch you as you walk into some bar called The Dog. The Black Dog. And piece new holes in my heart. You forget to turn it off, and it hits me. I just don't understand. Oh, you don't miss me in The Black Dog. When someone plays the starting line and you jump up, but she's too young to know the song. That was intertwined in the magic fabric of her dreaming. Old habits die screaming. Oh, I love this. Old habits die screaming. If you've ever been on a diet, I know this is not about diets, but if you've ever been on a diet when your like stomach is like hurting so much, that's how it feels. I move through the world the heartbroken, my longing stay unspoken. I love unspoken and silence. Those are one of my favorite words. And I may never open up the way I did for you. The tea. Imagine getting like gossip from Taylor Swift and she's like giving you all of the details. She's like, and then she wore hair, and then she gives like the best metaphor in the world. That could be a mop, but she could not make a drop, sorry. The poet has to be silly sometimes, give me some grace. And all of those best laid plans you did, and all of the best laid plans you said I needed a brave man, then proceeded to play him. Until I believed it too, and it kills me. I just don't understand how you don't miss me in the shower and remember how my rain-soaked body was shaking. Do you hate me? Was it hazing? For cruel fraternity I pledged. And I still mean it. Old habits die screaming. Wait, there's a word I want to look up. What was it? Fraternity? Fraternity? Is that like frats? Because I did not go to college, can you tell? Hopefully you cannot. But fraternity definition: a group of people sharing a common profession or interest. Okay. Oh, because the guy is probably the poet she's talking about, and she feels like a poet, which is accurate. I would define her as a poet. Yeah, I think she could qualify as one. Okay, 6 weeks of breathing clean air. I still miss the smoke. Oh my god. That is a perfect metaphor for the missing of the unhealthy thing you like doing. So true. You don't even want the clean air. You don't even want the healthy thing. You just want what you want. You just want food. Can you tell I'm hungry? It's like in the movies when someone's hungry and then every person they see is like food. That's how I feel with this song. Were you making fun of me with some esoteric joke? Now I want to sell my house and set fire to all my clothes and hire a priest to come and exorcise my demons. Even if I die screaming, I hope you hear it. Oh, like even if you forget me, I hope there's a sound to the forgetting. It's not just like... And I hope it's shitty in the Black Dog. When someone plays the starting line and you jump up, but she's too young to know the song. But she's too young to know the song is interesting, because I wonder if it's she's too young to replicate the depth of the relationship that they had. That would be interesting if that's what she means. That was intertwined in the tragic fabric of our dreaming. 'Cause tail between your legs, you're leaving, and I still can't believe it. 'Cause old habits die screaming. So my favorite lines from this song are old habits die screaming, chef's kiss, and 6 weeks of breathing clean air, I still miss the smoke. That is wonderful. That is so... Okay, I'm gonna get you back. This song I already know so well because it's such a good depiction of the emotions of unrequited emotions, not unrequited love in the sense of like they were together and then they broke up, so it wasn't unrequited in the traditional sense, but the fact that if an emotion stays too long, it kind of transmutes into another emotion, and love tends to transmute into hate. Because love is attention and hate is attention. And you're like, is fear not attention? Fear is the fear of attention, the fear of looking at it. You're not like, let me really... You know what it is? Love and hate are leaning in. Fear and sadness are leaning out. Well, actually, fear is leaning out and sadness is leaning inwards. Usually. And anxiety is like leaning in too many places and kind of falling. Okay, let's get into it. Lilac short skirts. The one that fits me like skin. Did you research? You knew the price going in. And I'll tell you one thing, honey, I can tell when somebody still wants me. Come clean. Standing at the bar like something's funny. Bubbly, once you fix your face, I'm going in. Whether I'm gonna be your wife or gonna smash up your bike, I haven't decided yet, but I'm gonna get you back. Interesting. Whether I'm gonna curse you out or take you back to my house, I haven't decided yet, but I'm gonna get you back. This is interesting because it's it's like bike versus wife, like a lifetime versus a ride. Or cursing her out her house, the stability or complete mayhem. It is this like constant back and forth of an emotion that doesn't get to kind of be expressed in the way it wants to be. Freud has a saying, unexpressed emotions don't die, and I would add they transmute, and I think a lot of people would add that too. I hear the whispers in your eyes. Oh my god. I hear the whispers in your eyes. You can tell so much by somebody's eyes, but I hear the whisper in your eyes is such a good depiction of the subtlety in the eyes. Because the thing with a whisper is if you're not listening, you don't hear it. If you're not leaning in, you don't hear it. If you don't look at the whispers in somebody's eyes, you don't catch it. I'll make you think twice. You'll find that you were never not mine. You're mine. Small talk, big love, act like I don't care when you did. Act like I don't care what you did. I'm an Aston Martin that steered straight into the ditch, then ran and hid. Who is Aston Martin? Why don't I know these people? I don't know anybody. It's ridiculous. Aston Martin. Let's see. Oh, it's a car. Well, I really don't know cars. Oh, it's a pretty car. I'm a pretty car driving myself insane. Is that what she's saying? And I'll tell you one thing, honey. I can take the upper hand and touch your body, flip the script, leave you like a dumb house party, or I might just love you till the end. If I'm gonna be your wife, that's the chorus. Whether I'm gonna flip you off or pull you into the closet, I haven't decided yet. I'm gonna get you back. That's also interesting, like flipping someone off would make them distant and pulling someone in would make them close. It is always the real depiction of the opposites, which actually end up being the same thing when it comes to emotions. I hear the whispers in your eyes. Okay. This is also like a chorus or just a sentence she repeats. I can tell it coming, humming in the way you move. Push the reset button. We're becoming something new. Oh, that's cute. Say you got somebody, I'll say I got somebody too. Even if it's handcuffed, I'm leaving here with you. That's not romantic, it's quite creepy. But there's something romantic about, look, anything can be creepy unless you feel the same way, then it's romantic. Well, not anything, okay? Like, don't take this too far. Bygones will be bygones, ears fading. What are bygones? Bygones. Bygones. So what? Bygones will be bygones, ears fading into grey. We broke all the pieces, but still want to play the game. That is a good. You completely broke each other, but you still want to be together. That's a good metaphor for that. Told my friend I hate you, but I love you just the same. Pick your poison, babe. I'm poison either way. That's a good, like she's poison if she's in love or she hates you. It's just a different type. Whether I'm going to be your wife, okay, chorus. Whether I'm going to curse you out or take you back to my house, I haven't decided yet. I hear the whispers in your eyes. I'll make you think twice. You'll find that you were never not mine. I'm going to get you back. It's interesting. I liked it. So the best lyrics I found were I hear, and best is just, I guess, very objective. I'm not like, best lyrics. I'm just saying what I loved. I hear the whispers in your eyes. I think that is a beautiful metaphor for the subtlety in the eyes, not just the like giving the eyes or like very obvious eyes, but the subtlety that eyes can sometimes be. And the second one that I absolutely loved is we broke all the pieces, but still want to play the game. Chef's kiss metaphor. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, check out my poetry book, my TikTok, my Spotify, my fiction book, my other poetry book, and all the things below. I'm clearly a little tired, but I loved having you here.